Good morning, students. Hope you have enjoyed Christmas and New Year. Have you? Yes. Today is our first class in 2021, right? I wish you all a very happy New Year and may this year will be filled with happiness to you and to your family. Today let's study about water, a precious resource. Where do you get water? From wells, ponds, streams, etc. Right? But it is very important. Many people only get little water. Kutch gets very little rain and faces acute shortage of water. Potable water is supplied through taps only twice every week for about an hour or two. Every morning, people have to walk long distances to fetch 3 pots of water. Every drop of water is precious to them. We must never forget that many people do not have enough clean drinking water. Most people depend on rainwater that collects in rivers, dams built on rivers, lakes and wells to fulfill their needs of water. Okay? A person needs about 3 buckets of clean water. This includes water needed for drinking, cooking, washing and cleaning. If a family is more than 4 buckets per person, then most probably water is being wasted. Okay, so we must not water, instead we must find ways of saving water. Okay, so water is a renewable natural resource. Okay, all useful things such as water, air, sunlight, plants, animals and soil which are part of natural are called natural resources. Okay, natural resources are of 2 kinds. What are they? Renewable and non-renewable. Okay, natural resources are of 2 kinds, that is renewable and non-renewable. Okay, most of the water that exists on the earth are in the sea or ocean. Sea and ocean water is highly salty and so it is not fit for drinking. Okay, most of the fresh water is frozen in the glaciers and in the polar ice caps, so it cannot be used. Okay, only a small fraction of fresh water is readily available for use. So all of us should try to use water wisely. Okay, in this chapter we will learn about different forms of water, its uses and distribution in India and how to use it efficiently. Okay, so let's first study about forms of water. You are familiar with the 3 states in water exist in nature, right? What are the 3 states? That is solid, liquid and gas. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. Okay. Here the solid form can be seen in the polar regions of the earth and mountains as glaciers, icebergs, snow, hail, frost and ice crystals in the clouds. Okay, the solid forms can be glaciers, icebergs, snow, hail, frost and ice crystals. Okay, then the liquid form can be seen in rain, dew and clouds are water droplets or liquid forms of water. Liquid water also covers 3/4 of the surface of the earth in the form of lakes, rivers and oceans. Okay, and the gas can be seen in the air contains water vapor, which is the gaseous state of water. Okay, it can also be seen as fog, steam and clouds. Okay, see here, take a look at this picture. Solid form, liquid form and gaseous form. Okay. The water exists in all the three states because it can change its state in a range of temperature. Okay. The temperature in cold places can be below 0 degrees Celsius, that is -1, -5 and even -40. Likewise, if you have noticed, you may know that water in those temperature will be in the form of solid, that is ice. Okay, you must have seen it in your own fridge, right? So water freezes to ice at 0 degrees Celsius, and in our regions, that is when water is in room temperature, it remains liquid. So we can say that water remains liquid between 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, the liquid between 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. You must have seen in your kitchens when your parents cook something, a gas or fog-like substances coming from the vessels, right? When you boil water, what is the boiling point of water? Do you know? 100 degrees Celsius, right? Okay, when water is boiled, water becomes steam. That is, it vaporized to form steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the ice will be 0 degrees Celsius, but the liquid is between 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius, but the gas is at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is the form of water. So here we studied three forms of water, that is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, then next we study about water cycle. Okay, since millions of years, nature has its own way of maintaining the water resource on the earth. This is done through various steps that involve interconversion between different states of water, thus constituting water cycle. Okay, the continuous circulation of water in nature is called the water cycle. Okay, what is water cycle? The continuous circulation of water in nature is called the water cycle, and also it is called the hydrological cycle. Okay, what is that? It is also called the hydrological cycle. Okay, see here, in water cycle, the evaporation is the process by which a liquid or solid is transformed into vapor. Okay, so the water is in the liquid state. See here, so the water is in the liquid state in oceans, lakes and rivers. This liquid from the earth's surface reaches the atmosphere in the form of water vapor under the heat of the sun. Okay, so this process is called evaporation. Okay, what is evaporation? Evaporation is the process by which a liquid or solid is transformed into vapor. Okay, repeat it. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the process by which a liquid or solid is transformed into vapor. Okay, after this, the evaporated water get condensed. Okay, the evaporated water get condensed. So the condensation is the process where a gas turns to a liquid. Okay, what is the process of condensation? The condensation is the process where a gas turns to a liquid. Then the water vapor undergoes condensation and forms cloud. Okay, the water vapor undergoes condensation and forms cloud. The water vapor cools down to condense into millions of tiny droplets that forms clouds in the sky. Okay, this happens precipitation. What is that? Precipitation. So now the water is in the clouds as tiny droplets. All these tiny droplets collide with one another to form larger droplets which fall down as rain or snow. Okay, when they become too heavy. Okay, so here what is precipitation? Precipitation is the process where tiny droplets collide with one another to form larger droplets which fall down as rain or snow. Okay, so the precipitation occurs in the form of rain or snowfall from the clouds when they become heavy. Okay, so now the water gets again reached ground. It is then absorbed by plants. Okay, so the plants give off water vapor to the atmosphere through transpiration. Okay, through which process? Transpiration. Okay, the plants give off water vapor to the atmosphere through transpiration. Okay, this water vapor and the water in lakes and rivers to get evaporated and the cycle will be continuous. Okay, take a look at this picture. This is water cycle. Okay, here first we studied evaporations. The water in the pond or lake or river, in the presence of sunlight it evaporates. Then in the process of condensation will happen. After the condensation, the water forms in the clouds. When it is heavy, the tiny droplets again it comes down by the precipitation process. Okay, then it reaches the earth. Okay, from the earth, in the process of transpiration, again the water cycle will be continued. Okay, understood everyone? Okay, we use water for many things, right? So now let's study about the uses of water. Okay, so the next we are going to study about uses of water. Okay, the uses of water is mainly divided into three categories. Okay, they are agricultural use, domestic use and the industrial use. What are they? Agricultural use, domestic use and industrial use. You know that India is an agricultural country, right? So in India, the major portion of water is used for agriculture. Okay, so let's study about agricultural use. From the whole above, 60% of the people in India depend on agriculture for their living. Okay, and they use about 90% of all the water for irrigation. Okay, earlier most farmers of our country were dependent on rainwater to grow crops, but nowadays the monsoons are unpredictable and regions where cultivation completely depends on the rain, and also the lack of rain can result in reduced yield or even total crop failure. Okay, so irrigation systems are necessary for the farmers. Okay, so the irrigation systems are necessary for the farmers. Okay, take a look at this picture. See here, the water used for agricultural use. Okay, and the second one is domestic use. The water required for household use is called domestic water. What is domestic water? The water required for household use is called domestic water. We use water for many purposes, right? What are they? We drink water, we prepare food, we bath, wash clothes and dishes, we water plants, etc. Right? Where do we get water in our homes? Do you know? We generally get water in our homes in one of the two ways. What are the two ways? Can you say? One is by the municipal water distribution system, and two, we extract it from an underground source, okay, through open wells or a motor driven tube well. Okay, but in cities the municipal water treatment plants supply water to all homes. Okay. Okay. In cities, the municipal water treatment plants purify or treat the water to make them match to the drinking water standards and supplies to all homes. Okay. Treatment plants supply water to all homes. Okay. Take a look at this picture. See here. The water collect from the river or lake or pond and it moves to the treatment plant. Then it is pumped to the storage tank and it passes to the residential area or to all our houses. Okay. In rural areas, 80% of the domestic water comes from underground sources. Okay, in rural areas, 80% of the domestic water comes from underground sources. But in areas where water is scarce, okay, or where wells, ponds and rivers easily dry up in summer, so the people have to travel long distance to fetch water for their daily needs. Okay, understood? This is domestic use. Next we study about industrial use. Take a look at this picture. This is domestic use. Normally we take water from the taps, right, for our household purpose. Okay, this is domestic use. Next one is industrial use. Nowadays the number of industries are increased in number. Industry mainly depend on water at all levels of their production. So water is used as a raw material, a solvent, a coolant, a transport agent and for generating electricity. Okay, the water is used as a raw material, a solvent, a coolant, a transport agent and for generating electricity. Due to the rapid increase in industries or industrial development, the demand for water in these areas has increased in several years. Okay. Okay, here water is used as a raw material, a solvent, a coolant, a transport agent and for generating electricity. Okay, take a look at this picture. Here the water is used for industry. Okay, so this is the uses of water. Okay, let's revise the portion. See here, water is the renewable natural resource. Okay, and here we studied about forms of water. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. Okay, next we studied about water cycle. Okay, what is water cycle? The continuous circulation of water in nature is called the water cycle. Okay, what is water cycle? The continuous circulation of water in nature is called the water cycle and also it is called the hydrological cycle. Okay, here we studied about evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Okay, next we studied about uses of water. Okay, the uses of water is mainly divided into 3 categories. Okay, what are they? Agricultural use, domestic use and the industrial use. Okay, students, read the lesson water. Okay, thank you.